A point apiece for Atletico Madrid and Celta Vigo at the Rio de Metropolitano. Neither side will be completely happy with the way things ended. Celta Vigo will feel that they should have got the victory in view of the fact that they play against 10 men for most of the game. Atletico Madrid will be disappointed that they didn't close the gap on Real Madrid at the top, having seen the news before kickoff that their great rivals had been held by Osasuna. This was the first moment of controversy in the game, or the first big decision that the referee Juan Martínez Muniera had to make. He gave the yellow card for this challenge on Barrios, or this challenge by Barrios on Pablo Duran. He was urged to look at it at the pitch side monitor by Adrián Cordero Vega, the video assisted referee, and when he did, he decided that it wasn't a yellow, it was a red. It was high and dangerous, wild challenge from Barrios. And for the second time this year, Pablo Barrios sent off in a game, leaving his team with 10 men for 85 minutes. A shake of the head from him, but not too many protests. So that changed the complexion of the match. Atletico Madrid had a chance with Giuliano Simeone chasing down that long ball over the top. There was a collision between him and Guaita. Simeone stayed down, and the Metropolitano felt that it should have been looked at, but Guaita simply getting there first and clearing the ball. Celta Vigo hadn't won away against Atletico Madrid since 2007 coming into this game. And was this going to be the afternoon? Well, if ever there was going to be a time when it was going to be a little bit less difficult than usual, then this was it, with the man advantage. They didn't really make it count in the first half. Beltran's shot high over the top. Giuliano Simeone going down under that challenge, and a yellow card shown to Carlos Dominguez by the referee. It was an elbow in the face. It could also easily have been looked at, but it wasn't. Chance here for Atletico. It comes out to Koke, who'd come on for Lino after the sending off, as Simeone reshuffled things. Koke, just the one goal so far this season, not his strength, and he sliced that well wide. Another long ball over the top, this time for Rodrigo de Paul. Back to Giuliano Simeone. Strikes it over the top. Giuliano Simeone made his debut this season against Celta Vigo. He didn't have much joy that afternoon either. It ended in an Atletico victory, but he was taken off. Played at left wing back that day. Very much now a fixture as a right-sided attacking midfield player. Marcos Alonso running in behind here. This one pushed over the top by Jano Black. It was Svedberg's pass. Oblak bouncing back off his own post. Change just before half-time. Mingueza came on. Carlos Dominguez came off. His manager Giraldez explaining to him that tactical tweak was necessary in view of the fact that they were playing against 10 men. Not that the introduction of Mingueza really changed the narrative in the first half, at least. Fer Lopez started to find space just in front of the Atletico defence. That was his shot, saved by Jano Black. Alonso carrying this one forward. Celta coming into this game having only won once away from home all season. That was against Las Palmas. Great chance here, missed by Pablo Duran. They had very, very good chances either side of half-time, Celta Vigo, and they weren't able to take them. It's a nice ball over the top from Fer Lopez. And Pablo Duran scored 4 goals this season. That should have been goal number 5. A let-off for Atletico. But a nice touch of class from Fer Lopez. Still only 20, the latest off the production line at Celta Vigo, and he played an impressive hour before being replaced in the second half by Iago Aspas. who would get Celta's goal. That was his good work again, feeding the ball out to the right, and the cross came in from Carrera. This time Fer Lopez couldn't apply the finishing touch. Chested down to him. Changes at the restart. Iker Losada and Borja Iglesias both coming on, as Claudio Giraldes tried to move up through the gears, or tried to move his team up through the gears. Beltran was one of those taken off. And the shot from Pablo Duran, whose new position after the introduction of Borja Iglesias was on the right side of midfield, and from there this shot, but well saved by Jan Oblak. Coming into this game, Jan Oblak had only conceded 6 times against 6 goals against Celta Vigo in 17 matches against them. So this was match number 18, and he did concede for the 7th time. Only 2 Celta Vigo players have ever scored against Jan Oblak, Fran Beltran and Aspas, and it stays that way because it's Aspas that gets the goal in this game. Ball from Fer Lopez out to Villiot Svedberg. They were just playing the wrong final ball. The moves were breaking down right at the end. And down at the other end, Atletico Madrid looked lively despite the one-man disadvantage. De Paul's cross, and Llorente with the shot, well saved by Guaita. Remember the context. Just before this game kicked off, Real Madrid's game against Osasuna finished with Real Madrid having dropped 2 points. This was the chance for Atletico Madrid to go top. 2nd week running when they went into a game knowing that if they won it, they would move to the top of the table. This is the moment when Aspas came on. You just saw Galan being replaced by Renildo, Fer Lopez replaced by Aspas. Celta's strong travelling support, applauding the 60 minutes or so from Fer Lopez, and applauding the return to action of Iago Aspas. Hadn't started a game, hadn't been involved in a game since January. Svedberg with the cross. Did look like he might get minutes last week for Celta Vigo against Betis, but he had stomach problems. Was ruled out of that game, but he would get half an hour here and he would make the most of it from the penalty spot. Borja Iglesias goes down under the... Well, it's not even a challenge really from Lenormand. Lenormand steps on Borja Iglesias' foot, and at the moment, when you do that, it is a penalty. Now, whether we think that's as it should be or otherwise, it's becoming very difficult for defenders. They put their foot down, and the striker's foot is underneath their foot. It's an immediate spot kick. The referee didn't need VAR. He pointed immediately to the spot, and from the spot, Iago Aspas stepped up, sent the goalkeeper the wrong way, and made it Atletico Madrid 0, Celta Vigo 1. First time he'd ever scored at the Metropolitano. He'd never scored at this stadium. He'd also never scored at the Vicente Calderón. His previous goal had come at Balaidos against Atletico. There's only now one stadium in the Spanish top flight where he hasn't scored, El Sadar. So, Aspas with his 7th league goal of the season. Nice way to mark his return from injury. Could they hold on to it? Well, they had the chance to double the lead, and this is it. Cross comes in towards Ilaish. He lays it off to Mingueza. Mingueza's first touch is heavy. Now, where you apportion blame there, should Ilaish try to finish himself? Should Mingueza have done better when it comes back to him? Or should we give credit to Jimenez, who flies in, as does Giuliano, and they combine to block? Either way, it was a chance that was not taken. Juliao changes here. Griezmann, Giuliano Simeone and Rodrigo de Paul were the 3 players to come off. Correa Chorlot and Gallagher were the three players to come on. Correa always lively. All of his goals this season have come off the bench, so you always know that he's capable of doing it as a substitute, and immediately gets the shot away, which was saved by Guaita. When the goal came, it was route one, out from the back from Jimenez. It's Chorlot against Starfelt, and Chorlot dispatches the ball past Guaita. It was a little nudge just to get Starfelt off balance, and then the control on the chest, and then the finish. No one has scored more goals as a substitute this season than Alexander Chorlot. That was his 9th league goal. So what would Atletico Madrid do now? Would they stick or twist? Would they go for the 3 points, or would they settle for 1 in view of the fact that they were down to 10 men? Well, Simeone's body language suggested that they were going to go for it. But they were a little bit exposed at the other end of the pitch, and Celta could easily have won it. Borja was so close to converting this one. Optimistically appealing for a foul against Lenormand. Lenormand does put a hand on his shoulder, but it's surely not enough for the referee to point to the spot for the 2nd time in the game. Another opportunity here. Elias to Carrera, and it's a very important block from Jimenez into the side netting. The Uruguayan, hands and arms behind his back, shoulders that one into the side of the goal. And that's the way it finished. Final score, Atletico Madrid 1, Celta Vigo 1.